This is Matt Carlson from WSR-YOU-TV. Today we're here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania with a number of different students who plan to voice their opinions about the ongoing strike. For 478 days, professors and faculty across 14 different state universities have been working without a contract. On October 19th, faculty were pushed to the point of striking in order to reach a fair agreement. Today, students across 3 different universities have come together in Harrisburg to urge the negotiations to be resolved. How important do you think the student voice is in helping resolve issues like these?
I think the student voice is the most important, even more important than both APSCUF and PASCI, because without the students, neither side would have anything to discuss.
I think the student voice is very important, and sadly I think it's being underappreciated. I know students from Kutztown University and the other schools in the PASCI system, a lot of us feel overlooked, so we just want to remind them that we're here.
Student bodies as a whole have a lot of force behind them and can be a really good force for change and for the things that they want done. We, as a whole, feel like we're not being heard, that the Board of Governors and Chancellor Brogan aren't hearing us and the things that we're concerned about and the things that we want for our schools. So we're out here protesting and making some noise and showing solidarity with our teachers because we want them to know that we care, that we support our faculty, and that we want to be heard and have a voice.
Can you explain what your role is and why you decided to organize this event?
So I am the president of the student body president of Slippery Rock, and then also the president of all the other presidents in the state system. So I feel like my role is to make opportunities for all the state students to really come forth and represent what they believe in. That's why we organized this today. We wanted to get students to come down here to Harrisburg, to the state system itself, to be able to ask questions of the state, to be able to link up with other APSCUF, pro-APSCUF members, and just get all their opinions forward in one place.
Students then had an opportunity to attend a question and answer meeting with PASCI Chief of Staff Randy Goen.
But I think largely, I think everybody in this room can agree that we don't feel heard or seen by you guys. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. The contract that we are negotiating right now is a contract that this office isn't going to pay for. We don't have money here. We get money from the state. Most of the money comes from you. 75% of the money comes from you. And then it all goes right back out to the university. So if you have the impression that he's not involved, that is a wrong impression. I can tell you personally, when I was at that table on the night that this all went down, I was there till after 5 o'clock in the morning. I was on the phone with him until 5 o'clock in the morning, waiting to hear whether APSCUF would accept our latest offer. Until 4:57, they came in and said, we're going on strike. So if you've got the impression that we walked away from the table, or that we haven't been there or aren't still engaged, I'm here to tell you.
Are you ready to negotiate with APSCUF, or are you guys ready to sit down at the table?
We are ready to find any pathway forward, but you know what? We have to have a willing partner, all right? We have to have a willing partner.
After the question and answer session, we met up with PASCI Media Relations Manager Ken Marshall to discuss the progress they have made with the contract.
I think we've made significant progress on a lot of issues, but unfortunately we have some of the major issues where we really haven't gotten too far. We believe the state system has made some very significant offers to our faculty. Again, we've offered them we've offered raises to all of our faculty, permanent and temporary, in each of the next 3 years. And very significant raises, we believe, up to ranging between 7.25% and 17.25% over 3 years. But in order to do that, we've also asked them to agree to some changes in health care that essentially would make their plan identical to that other employees in the system have. We've gotten a lot of resistance, and that's where that's sort of where we broke down the other night when they rejected that offer. And we're still trying, we're still working. We want to get an agreement as soon as possible, certainly so that students can, faculty will get back to the classroom and students can get back to learning.
How would you describe the process of negotiating with APSCUF?
Well, collective bargaining is difficult with any group. It's always difficult. I've been here almost 20 years. I've been through 5 rounds of these. I would not describe any of them as being easy. It's always a challenge. But in the end, we always come up. We're always successful in the end. I know we will be this time. I just hope. I think we all hope that success comes sooner rather than later.
Does the way that students are being treated impact the decision in any way?
The students are always going to be the top priority, no matter what we do in collective bargaining, in the development of new courses, new programs. Everything has to, we have to think of students absolutely first in anything we do.
How is the strike affecting you at this point in time?
Well, it's affecting my students in a massive way. I've got people who commute long distances. They're being told show up to class by my administration. They're showing up. I don't know what they're meeting besides an empty room, but I feel terrible for what they're going through.
If you could say one thing to Chancellor Brogan, what would you say?
I would just like to remind them that we are here. We're here to get an education. We all care. Kutztown student government, we're remaining neutral. We're here for both sides, but we are here for the students.
I would say that I understand where he's coming from because he's trying to spread the state system's resources over a wider range without increasing costs, which I can respect that. But APSCUF also wants more money. So to Chancellor Brogan, I would say I just really hope that they can come to a solution soon that fits everyone and that they consider the students always whenever they're doing these.
Come talk to us. We would love to have a discussion with you. We would love for you to go back to the table and continue negotiations with the union. We don't want to be out of class. We're here because we have to and because it's what we feel like is right. But we would love to be back in class. We would love to be getting the education that we want and that the union wants for us. So come talk to us. Come talk to the union. Please keep negotiating.
This has been Matt Carlson reporting from WSR-YOU-TV. We will continue to keep you updated on the progress of the strike. Thank you all for watching this special update.